Hello there!
Guess who's back? It's Fugo, baby. We back in this with a new video. So have you ever been in a situation where you bought something at a high price, let's say during hype, and after a few days it dropped by more than 30%? Or you told yourself you'll invest in the long term, but sold short and made a lot of different emotional decisions which you wouldn't do on a clear mind? Maybe you're asking yourself why is that happening and how to avoid these situations. Well, you're lucky, because today I will be talking about how to make actions not influenced by your emotions, which in return might help you make smarter decisions on buying or selling an item you're eyeing for. These emotional actions aren't easy as it sounds to fix, because it's a fight or flight defense mechanism in our brain which isn't easy to control if you aren't aware of it. People still till this day majority of time make their decisions based on their emotions, whether that would be fear of missing out, panic selling, being impatient, greedy, and holding on to their investments far too long when they should have sold. I mean, proof is everywhere in research and studies if you look them up, and it's very common for amateur investors to fall into this rabbit hole when you don't have enough experience in investing in the first place and also lack the knowledge of the thing you are investing into. So when people look at market charts, when price rapidly spikes upwards or downwards, this is the time when most people lose or gain their purchase or selling value pretty quickly, and that's the time when most of the investors buy or sell, even though consciously, if you'd think about it deeply, that wouldn't validate the items being sold or bought at that price. So the first tip would be not to follow the crowd and always have a plan. And you have to ask yourself, what are you planning to do with your purchase? Why would you buy? When? Why would you sell? When and why? Having a solid plan will make you prepare for a lot of situations to come and not to get affected by outside noise. Just because you see something going up doesn't mean it will continue going up. 99% of the time price goes back down, in which case always you will have a chance to get back into it with a better return on investment if you really want to. So don't even think about what if I'll miss out or any other what if question to yourself. You'll just get deeper and deeper into a rabbit hole which never leads to anything good. There will always be opportunities available for you to purchase skins, stickers, or any else for affordable price and good potential for the future value to be held or increased. Be patient, do research on things you are looking for. Look at the charts and growth of the items, even demand and supply, and plan accordingly. Don't react instantly to changes in game like an update. Look into things for a good time before selling and buying. I know spending time doing research is time consuming, but it will build a solid foundation for you, as it can reduce your investment risks and in the long term gonna make you more experienced in investing scene, which will make you more knowledgeable, reduce the risks, and increase your profits in the future, since you will make better decisions in the long run. Alright, regards changes in CSGO, let's say updates, or in esports scene, let me give you an example of actions you shouldn't be making, or actually you should be avoiding, or what typically people do. When someone retires from the game or joins a team, wins the major or wins a game, don't buy into it in the first place. Doesn't make those stickers more valuable. Interest and hype isn't infinite, which will always bring the demand down in price with it. When these news come out, first of all, for most it will be too late to make any actions. Best thing during these situations, if you're at the right time, would be to sell or buy on news, though if hype and fear is present, like M4A1S nerf as an example, which really didn't devalue or make A4 more valuable during that time, but still the price spiked up and tanked down some items by upwards to 100% and some silencers down to 60% for a short period of time. The thing is, most of us who follow and play CS had to know that changes were coming for the rifles, so pre-planning for this was a no-brainer to buy a 4 skin and sell of silencers, which I did personally myself 2.5 weeks before the update came out, because I knew silencers had to be nerfed in some way or another, that people will react to it as majority always do, so do the opposite to the crowd. Personally, when that happened, I reviewed the changes to the guns and realized that the update really didn't validate the reaction reaction community gave in the market, which is why I didn't even get involved in it in the first place. So what I'm trying to say is, when you have a plan, what you'll decide to do when certain actions will occur, that will help you make actions based on your plans and nothing else. What I could suggest is to keep a check on future events and what could happen to the market in a result, like a new event. If you are aware, sooner or later it will arrive, and as we know, that's the time when you can purchase items, when items are undervalued or valued at a reasonable price. But of course it also depends what type of items you are looking at. Some items retain their value very well, like knives, for example, or some rare weapon skins, low floats or super high floats, and some, for example, don't retain value very well. For example, like cases, capsules, and stickers. Basically, the ones which have highest supply, which I like to also call them as seasonal items, which get impacted by the hype demand as well. Also, what can help you a lot is to try write down on a paper every situation which you should avoid during the purchase and selling process. Write a plan, even writing don't buy, sell with emotions, don't buy the pump, don't panic sell, don't sell on rumors, no FOMO, and so on, when you're aware that they are. Notes can help you remind yourself what your plans are in case you are currently in one of the negative emotional states, which makes it easier to switch negative emotions off and follow your game plan. Being aware of your current thoughts can help you switch from emotional to rather rational conscious thinking state, since emotions are something you really can't control and most people just give into them. But when you're capable of acknowledging your thinking and actions caused by emotions, you can turn those non-productive negative emotions off, like anger, sadness, and so on, by switching to positive thoughts instead. If emotional switching is hard for you, meditation can help you with that, which will let you replace any other thoughts you are having currently. Basically, being consciously aware of emotions and control them is very important when it comes to your money and well-being. It's a key feature to have if you would like to succeed in anything, even if it would be in real life, let's say sports, physical activity, social life, business, work, like even esports. Like being consciously aware of what's going on and the things where you could improve is very important. So even if you made any mistakes, or you will be making mistakes, is the best way to actually improve. If you are using that time to analyze what you've done, what could have been the mistake, could have you done better. So all of those things gonna come sooner or later. Some of you are maybe already in this type of a phase where anything I said in this video you already knew, some not, especially the ones which are younger. This type of a thing will be very useful. And yeah, basically what I can suggest as well is to read psychological books. They can help you as well, like to grow in general and think more positively. And yeah, basically don't forget, any mistakes you make, whether that will be in game, in real life, investing in general, whenever you lose money, there is always a way you can improve from your own mistakes. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video if you enjoyed this one.